Alright, what's going on, guys? So, I don't know how much, background information I need to provide on this story because I know not everybody follows the NBA or follows it closely at the very least, because if this was a story about LeBron, then obviously everyone knows who that is. I don't need to explain too much, but Nikola Jokic is the starting center for the Denver Nuggets. Pretty good player, probably a top 25 player in the NBA. I mean, I'm not sitting here making a fucking list trying to have a debate, but it's pretty fair to put him in that conversation. But basically, all you need to know is that Jokic is a player in the NBA and he's pretty good. Now, anyways, a couple days ago, after one of their games, the reporters were conducting their usual post-game interviews with all the players, asking them various questions about the game or whatever, and Jokic made a little joke about one of the Bulls players, and I guess the NBA did not approve of this joke. Now, I'm going to play the clip. It's really short, and I'm going to tell you in advance, the quality is horrible. I tried really hard to find the original HD TV quality clip. I don't know if it even exists because every media outlet out there that has posted this story and talked about it has used this same shitty ass clip that I'm about to use. So apparently this is the only evidence that we have. Other than that, I guess the original clip doesn't exist. So anyways, let me go ahead and play the clip and you guys can hear what he had to say.
Hello, Homo. He's longer than you expect.
So basically, the reporter asked him something about one of the Bulls players, and he said, he's longer than you expect. Now, clearly, he's talking about his reach, right? His arms. He's longer than you expect. However, I mean, it could be interpreted that he was talking about the guy's penis. His penis was longer than you expect. So Jokic had to clarify that that's not what he was talking about, so he added in the no homo, right? Perfect execution of the no homo phrase. This is exactly the situation where you would want to use it. I don't see the big deal, he's just making a little lighthearted joke. However, the NBA did not see it that way. Denver Nuggets center Nikola Jokic has been fined $25,000 for using derogatory and offensive language. It was announced today by Kiki Vanderway, Executive Vice President Basketball Operations. Okay, well, number one, let's maybe calm down on the derogatory and offensive language. I mean, when you write something like that, you're making it sound like he dropped the N-word or something. Now, obviously, $25,000 is a crazy amount of money to me or you, or at least to me. I don't know, maybe y'all got the money like that, but to me, a $25,000 fine would be insane. But when you're a professional basketball player and you just signed a $150 million contract, I would imagine that you're not stressing that much about $25K. It would be like me or you getting a speeding ticket. That's probably a good comparison, I would imagine. But it's not even about the money, man. It's just the fact that the world has gotten so goddamn soft that we can't even use the phrase no homo anymore. Come on, man. It's not like he was being hateful or something. He made a very lighthearted, playful penis joke, man. Let's maybe relax a little bit, we getting upset over penis jokes now, man. I guess I understand it from the NBA's perspective. They have to adapt to the world. They're a huge organization, one of the biggest in the entire world. It's not like it's a freedom of speech issue, I would say. I feel like there's a lot of people who don't actually understand how freedom of speech works. Freedom of speech means that you're not going to get arrested and thrown in prison for what you're saying, right? But companies still have rules that you have to follow, you know what I mean? Like on YouTube, I can't upload certain types of videos. That doesn't mean I don't have freedom of speech. I just have to follow the guidelines that are on YouTube. Something can be against the rules but not against the law, right? That's where freedom of speech comes in, right? So, since the NBA is such a big global company, they have to keep things professional, of course, but the thing is, it wasn't always like this, man. Here's a clip from back in the day from LeBron making the exact same joke, and guess what? No fine, no media coverage, just nobody even gave a fuck, man. This shit was normal back then.
I mean, he's an unbelievable player, a guy that, scoot the mic back just a little bit, in a little room. I put it in my mouth, no homo. So,
Now, I know that is LeBron James, and he probably can get away with a little bit more than Jokic can, but if he said that today, I would imagine he would have gotten fined as well. That's just the sad world that we live in, you know? Back then, you could make no homo jokes. Nowadays, people get fucking offended, I guess. I mean, who hasn't made a no homo joke before? Probably every single person watching this video has made a no homo joke before. Like, it's not a big deal, right? I mean, nowadays, it has evolved a little bit. You know, now we say pause instead of no homo, but it's the same concept. It's funny to me that you aren't allowed to joke about certain groups of people. All you hear from the LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ community is how they want equality. They want to be treated equal. They want equal rights, equality, equality, equality. Okay, but having jokes made about you is part of equality. You know, it doesn't really matter what group of people you belong to in this world. You're gonna get made fun of. That's part of life. Everyone has been made fun of. It's not a big deal, especially when it's lighthearted like it was in this situation. Like, he wasn't being mean about it. But with certain groups of people out there, you know, you're just not allowed to even make jokes about them, right? And it just doesn't make any sense to me, because it almost seems to me that these people don't want equality. They want to be treated better. That's where you got me fucked up. Listen, I'm all about that equality, and what I mean by that is all groups of people should be bullied equally. And I wouldn't even call this bullying. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10 of offensiveness, no homo jokes are like a 1. Like, who actually got offended by this joke? Like, who did he actually insult? You know, if anything, he complimented the dude's dick, I guess. You know, he said it's longer than you expect, so, you know, congratulations to this dude's dick. I don't know. I mean, it's just sad, man, that we've come this far. I mean, it's so perfect that LeBron made this same joke like 10 years ago, and now if you try to make it again, now you're getting fined $25,000. Like, that's a perfect representation of how fucking pathetic society has become, where I don't even think the NBA probably even cares that much, but just because the rest of society is so fucking soft and pathetic, the NBA had to like show that like they disapprove of his joke, and they had to fine this dude, even though they probably don't give a fuck. All they're getting out of this is extra media coverage, more attention. Like, all it's doing is helping them out, you know what I mean? But anyways, that's pretty much it, man. Just wanted to showcase this perfect example of what a sad, pathetic society we live in, where you can't even make a no homo joke anymore without getting in trouble. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.
Never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels